Hello everyone and welcome to the Collegiate Disc Golf Mid-Atlantic Regional Qualifier presented by Dynamic Discs and powered by Revossery Rangefinders. Ace Run Productions bringing you this coverage. I am Felix.
And I am Conrad.
Conrad, we're on a beautiful private course here in Claremont, Pennsylvania. We're here for some more college disc golf action.
Oh yes. And with this course, we're going to get a lot of woods. There's some open holes as well, but there's going to be a lot of play that goes into this back nine here. We do have Evan Cole, Levi, Andrew, and Robert that all made the cut for this final nine, playing in this collegiate event for their teams.
Yeah, unique format here as we're starting things off on hole 12, which is the beginning of the back nine, a par 4 at 355 feet. You think, or I'm sorry, 335 feet. You think 335 feet doesn't necessarily match up to a par 4, but it's really a placement shot here. As you see, as we're approaching this drop off here, it is all out of bounds. You can try to go for it to get across to give yourself an eagle look, but it is a lot of risk for potential of not having the reward of the eagle.
Next
And this
up,
is the
Evan Cole, Rochester Institute of Technology, Burnt Umber. Woo!
Evan Cole leading us off here. It was a cold, brisk morning. As you can see, everybody's bundled up. So this is a singles format. There's also a team format that goes into these events. But these four are the top four here playing for the singles title for their respective schools.
Another complication for this hole is the berm that's right in front of the tee. You have to go up and over it before you can even get to the area, and that right there looks like it found the way all the way down to the bottom of the OB.
Yeah, it's basically about a
Levi Knapp,
225 maybe foot
University.
putter shot from the tee there to kind of get you in position to have a little flip up down. So we have Levi here next. That needs to fade back over to the left and gets a tree kick there to kind of help him back
Next up,
over.
Andrew Durrell, Rochester Institute of Technology, Burnt Umber.
We have two players representing RIT here in this singles final nine.
And I don't know if I can get into how the individual scores culminate into making the team scores.
I still don't know how it works out, but
There's math involved.
yeah, the TD figures it out. They do their job. We do ours. We point the cameras. Robert Belair here, or Bobby.
I can't tell if that's a layup or not. I can tell that was a kick
Stayed in bounds though, but it looked like he got kicked over
to the left. Yeah. Oh,
Tree kick, but
it stays in bounds. Yeah. Yeah, that basket placement is a little treacherous because it's right there on the on the edge of the cliff where you need to stay up, but you don't want to go too far, and your disc is just going to have to take the abuse of hitting the rocks. There's no way around that.
Oh yeah, this course has a lot of that. That one just skims over the top.
In a straight line from the object, yeah.
Taking his out of bounds relief there.
Yeah.
Evan had lost his voice like the night before he was dealing with a cold. You can see everybody bundled up. I'm in multiple layers. It was in the 20s when we woke up this morning, and we're playing. This is early in the morning. I forget how early it was, but it was like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
Just short.
and this is a daunting putt here. Oh,
It stayed up though.
yeah.
Could have easily been a lot worse.
And reaction out the rocks, you just never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it could plinko anywhere. That one low here, so a couple of early nerves here.
Yeah.
As these guys have already played 18 the day before to get to this format here for their final nine.
Nice birdie there. For all us Southerners, playing with cold hands it's a different game.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that. A lot of hand blowing. One of the
Items in the player
items in the
pack.
players pack was electronic hand warmers, which came into play early and often during these rounds.
The only bad part about that is when the battery dies.
Yes. A couple of cleanups here around the baskets. So a bogey for Evan, a birdie, and a couple of pars.
And they question this being a par 4.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll be interested to see how it gets attacked on the team format, though.
Hole 13, it is a par 3. A little shorty coming in at 222, but a little technical hole as well. You have trees off the tee, then you have these tees that line this short fairway. If you land in those trees, it is just a scramble to get out of them to get up to the basket. You can easily get to the basket from the tee, but it takes a very precise shot. Most favorable shot is going to be a slightly turning up forehand. The backhand can get there, but it comes into
The right side just kind of comes into play faster.
yeah.
This looks pretty ideal, though. A little
That'll
short.
work, yeah.
But yeah, a late flip-up backhand can work, but I think, this is primarily what you would see on this hole. It's just that turnover forehand with your approach disc or a stable mid-range.
And may have turned over too much and didn't get a friendly kick from that one tree.
We got to play this course a couple times. I never got this hole. I threw different forehand shots and I just
me either.
never got the birdie on it.
Me either.
And it's just right there. It's so frustrating, but it's a technical little shot.
As we see here, all the 3 players that have gone so far just really haven't found the green.
I like the height on that, but it's going to be too stable.
Yeah.
Gets a
Just
late kick.
It's a little help from the tree.
Just a little pitch up approach there.
Good work.
Robert here with a long look at it, uphill as well. And you've got all these leaves here, so your footing can be a bit of an issue on these longer putts.
Oh, he gave it a great bid right off the rim of the cage.
Best look of the bunch here for the birdie so far.
Oh.
Left-hand side. Mm-hmm. More blowing of the hands. It's hard to even get your grip on a morning like this for a putt. Evan bouncing back from that bogey on the previous hole there to pick up the birdie. Belair dropping in his par putt there.
Got another putt going in there.
It's going to be an obscure reference, but Bobby Belair, when I look at him, he looks like early to mid 2000 baseball pitcher Zach Greinke. If you don't know who Zach Greinke is, go and punch Zach Greinke up on your Google search and then tell me if I'm wrong. But I look at his face and I see Zach Greinke.
Okay.
I said it was obscure. Hole 14, this one is a par 4. Again, a shorty for a par 4, 328 feet, but there's technicality big time here as this hole moves from left to right with a downslope. Trees lining both the left and right hand side. This area here that the drone flying over now is out of bounds. It then stops being out of bounds right around towards the top here of this hillside as you get to the basket here, which is protected by some greens long and right. The shot here, though, off the tee, very technical. Is it a tight hyzer forehand? Very high. That one a little low and straight. It needs to be a little higher, a little more angle.
Yeah. And the reason for the out of bounds right in the middle of the fairways, because there's typically water there.
Yes.
They're, I guess, in a somewhat of a drought period right now, where there should be water, there isn't. So they went ahead and marked it as OB so that it plays as it was designed.
It's also tricky. I had a shot going there, and it wasn't roped off at the time, so I just went to go get my disc and it started sinking immediately.
Yeah.
So even though there's not water in there, that ground there is very soft and wet, and you can get sucked in pretty quick. So you can see there from the drives there, a lot of touch involved on that first drive. This one fights the trees, but does not get all the way past the out of bounds.
Yeah, and on his second shot, the trees with the limbs just...
That.
Yeah.
And the left-hand side, and that's going to find the OB as well.
He may have... No, he made it past it.
Oh, okay.
The OB is right there at the bottom of the...
Oh, okay. From this angle, it's nearly impossible to get around.
Yeah.
And
That stayed safe as well.
It does stay up. Okay. A couple more feet back, and that would have been in the out of bounds.
And
There's
that's
a good
the
approach.
shot that you want to have.
Yeah, good drive, good second shot there. He's going to have a nice clean look for a birdie.
What do you say?
He's just conferring with his card mates there
Oh.
on a bit as he lays it all out.
I was just saying that because he doesn't have a voice. So.
Yeah.
He couldn't even yell when it was going down.
He'd ask me, he's like, "Are you going to keep that in the footage?" And I said, "Absolutely, I am." Zach Greinke with the look here. I mean, Robert Belair. Oh my
I
goodness!
thought that was going in.
That's twice now.
All right.
Good birdie there. Strokes on, folks. And the par cleanup.
For Levi.
Even with a bogey, he's got a roller coaster round going so far. Birdie, bogey, 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 birdie, bogey.
Let's put him back in the tire with Levi.
So he's got a birdie the next hole if he keeps the
The rhythm going?
rhythm going, yeah. Yeah, Levi ties it up, as he's just said.
In this game, preparation is everything. It gives you that edge to become something from nothing. Success is not by accident. Because you know, the course plays no favorites. You know what it takes to be the best. In this game, detail matters. Idio Sports.
Here we are at a hole 15. This is a par 3 coming in at 356 feet. Again, over here to the left where there should be water is OB, but you want to punch to this tight gap here, and you just have to funnel up towards the basket. The pond straw does make it a little bit easier to skip forward as you're landing, but you need to come in low and skip forward up to get to the basket. The basket is a hanging basket. Hopefully it won't be moving when you're putting, but it is guarded by a lot of guardian trees. They asked for it to miss it, and it did not do that. It went off to the right. And just, it's not OB, but just getting from over there back to the green area is natural OB.
Yeah.
Just natural.
This again is a private course. It's not like you've got droves and droves of people playing it. So when you're off the fairway there, finding your way back is quite the task.
Yeah.
That one trickles down on the right side as well.
That one's headed straight through the gap. Down and sliding up.
Very nice shot there. Got Bobby over here on the right-hand side, trying to punch a forehand all the way through.
He gets through.
Yeah.
So you'll have a less obstructed look at a putt.
Yes.
Sneaking on through, gets the last
Yeah.
tree there, but puts him still inside the circle. Kind of looking at his options here as Levi weighs which route he's going to take and clips a tree coming out.
Yeah.
We just talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
That right-hand side particular is quite dense with trees.
That was a good scramble shot to get around to get underneath the basket.
Very much so. Belair with a long bid. And that's a putt.
Nice par save.
Very nicely done.
Have another par bid coming up here.
Terrell with a look, drops it in.
It's like he put it there with a question mark.
Yeah.
If we were to give punctuation marks to putts, you get the period. That's a period. That was going in period. Dead period. There's
Is it? Or is that an exclamation point? 'Cause
no,
it's
the
very-
exclamation point is when you punch it in. Like it's going in.
Are you talking
right?
about the force of the putt?
Yeah, well, the way the putt is going in is like he putted that with a question, like, is it going in? And then it went in.
Gotcha.
There, that's the that was a bogey. I don't know what expression that putt was though. Was that quotation?
Hole 16, par 3, 285 feet. Oh boy. You walked down this fairway, and I believe if you stick out both hands, you wouldn't have gotten
That was
past
it.
the fairway there. It is as tight as it can get. You've got this body of water there that you have to clear before you can get to this green side here. A lot of people would lay up just short of the out of bounds and then kind of pitch across and just take your three here, as this is about as tight a hole as you're going to see on any property.
Yeah.
Evan up first. Clips a branch, clips another tree, stays in bounds.
And then if you hit something, you close your eyes because you have no idea. It's like it's a poking hope after the hit. This looks like it's going to be a nice little layup, and he lays up to the opening.
Right in the middle there. That's fine.
From the tee box, he couldn't see. He was waiting for the flagger
Yeah.
to tell him. Ooh.
Trying to go up the gut there and gets a kick out to the left.
Saying the play here is overhand shot.
Overhand could work.
No, can't.
Overhand can't work. Oh,
Oh,
that's still fighting.
Wow.
And gets almost to the edge.
That was very improbable to get through all of that clean and still have the momentum to get to the edge.
Now you've got. Oh man.
Yeah. This
This
can
is. And yeah, he's back. So he got kicked back over. Now he's going back over to the left. So it's turning into a nightmare hole here.
yeah.
And he's still not clear to go across here, I think, unless he's going to try to punch an ante all the way over.
No. Does it stay in bounds though?
He does
Okay,
stay
stays
safe
in bounds.
by the rocks there. Evan just looking to putt something to the landing zone that he initially was trying to get to.
Mm-hmm. And he gets
does a good
there.
job, yeah. Might have a little bit of awkward footing with those rocks there. We'll see. Jump putt across. Does a good job there.
Not too many trees in the background to obstruct him. He'll be able to step out. That is something you have to think about when you're getting across, though. Being behind too many trees. And having to climb out.
Yeah, just to get to his
Oh, that was
disc.
climbing to his disc.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's over on the left. Okay.
You
The
somehow
boat.
fought all the way through to get there.
Yeah.
Now you have to throw a not fall in the water or do that. And I believe he's safe. There's not a rope over there to mark the out of bounds. It's just submerged by water is out of bounds.
That was a good bid.
Mm-hmm. He's had some treacherous slides to get to so far on this hole. And now you just got to putt and not fall backwards into the water.
Oh, gosh.
Turbo.
Oh, wow. That's a great
man.
bid for a turbo.
It was.
Mine would have been nowhere close. See, he tried to put that in with an exclamation.
Yeah. Cole here with the period putt
Yep.
for the bogey.
Woody, that was perfect.
There you go.
Dropping in the par there.
Actually, my putt needs to be more nose up.
An unfortunate triple bogey there after bouncing around off the tee.
What could we have here?
What do we have here? This never gets old. Opening a new box of discs.
Fancy stuff here.
Okay. Ooh. This thing is sick.
Good quality, super stiff, pretty grippy too, I would say.
I'm really super excited to throw these.
I think I would throw every disc in this plastic.
Hole 17 is a par 4. You're playing off of a somewhat of a dock. You should see there's a lot of water retention there. You got to make it through this narrow hallway. It's turned slightly from right to left, and then you get to this secondary area where you would like your drive to initially land if you can get there. Then you got to approach the green, which is elevated and has a guardian tree. There's one main tree on the right that just finds its way into everyone's line. Here you just have to throw something straight that's going to keep penetrating, going down, and then slightly turn it to the left.
Yeah, you need some hyzer on it, and you need to ideally be about 350 off the tee
Yeah.
to really kind of give yourself the ideal look for your secondary shot.
There is another approach that's...
There's a fake fairway on the left-hand side. Is that
Oh,
the
I
one
want
you're
to talk
talking
about that one. No, if you push too far straight, you can end up in a good area.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I ended up
it's
on the
not-
fake fairway at one point.
Yeah, it's not straight. It's straight and to the left. But like if you stay on this road going and not
Make the turn to the left, yeah.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good for Bobby. Just needs to finish. No, that was almost
I
it.
thought that was past that tree.
Yeah. That gets a late kick, but he got pretty far up there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. That just hit a brick wall. Just
It's another one of these holes that, again, you're on the fairway or you're having to scramble around a lot of trees. The course just hasn't been beaten in yet. I'd love to see how this is going to kind of react to more people playing it over the years.
yeah, because when we played it before we droned it on that day one with the course designer and his wife, they were still out there, kind of cleaning up some of the lines that the players.
They had loppers and they were knocking down limbs and stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunately, on this hole, they didn't take the tree down that prevented us from proceeding until after we hit it.
Right. It seemed like every time we hit a tree, they'd knock it down and then they'd throw the shot and it would be clean for them. Like, really? That's the advantage of being the course designer, though.
Mm-hmm.
Big jump approach here. Nicely
All
done.
right, yep.
Oh,
great bid.
Almost got a piece of you there getting in.
I'm quick on my feet. Oh. I think that was a colon putt. You expected it to be a period, but it just it kept going. Oh.
Bit of a long bit here from Bobby, and he sails it right, and that's
And
going
it
to
goes
trickle down the hill.
Oh, wow.
You might have a further putt coming back up.
Oh.
Man, he's getting some rough breaks on these last couple holes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fortunate. That's going to be a bogey there. Bogey dropping for Evan Cole as well.
I'm rooting for Evan just to get a par at some point.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Levi, on the other hand, he's being consistent.
Yeah. It's now one stroke swing and an advantage to Levi. Hole 18 on the course is a par 4 at 430 feet. This one is a fun one. It's one of the more fair fairways, pretty open, pretty stock hyzer shot here. Again, you want to push as far as you can here straight and then just have a little bit of fade. You don't want to get too far off to the left-hand side as that can pinch your approach into this green here. A pretty soft par 4 for this course here, as a good drive there anywhere near the 300-foot mark will leave you with a relatively easy upshot for these guys to try to get the birdie.
That's too early.
Fighting cleanly through, though, but he's going to have trouble just getting back across to get to the fairway again.
Unless there is a fake fairway on the left as well.
Oh, I didn't find that one. That looks pretty good there for Evan, kind of right up the gut and just letting the fade naturally to the left. Maybe a little bit too much fade, but we'll see what he's got from there. This one's pushing that right side of the fairway a bit and gets clipped down early.
At least it gets kicked back to the middle. I found from watching that pushing too straight is a good miss. So even though you want to finish off to the left, if you go too straight, that's fine as well.
That's going to saw it off a little bit, and it's going to be early right.
Ooh, he's going to put himself behind that tree.
Yeah, kind of a weird look there for any type of birdie putt.
Yeah, so
this one's sawed off too for Bobby, and it's going to drift right.
Yeah.
Putting him about 28, 30 feet. Evan looking for some kind of Annie back out and over.
Yeah, so this is the fake fairway I was talking about, but he had to go over it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I almost went in.
And there's that line of trees there that you're firing over, so it's almost a blind shot from there as well. And Evan's just telling me, I just showed you what to do. Nicely done as well.
Done.
Long bid there. Good effort, though. Bobby with this left for his 3. And he secures the birdie.
It's definitely a birdie you want to get.
And Andrew, or Woody as they call him, dropping his in.
I thought I heard someone say that, but I'm like, whose name is that? And Levi with the birdie.
I'm wondering if that's a Toy Story reference, because Andy and Woody, so
Maybe.
Woody the doll always had Andy's name written on his shoe. Levi maintaining the 1-stroke advantage so far over Evan.
Just 2 more to go. Hole 19 is a par 3, 257 feet. You're playing over this large body of water. You got to make it all the way across. There is no way to short it here. You want to make it somehow through the gap. There's a forehand line and a backhand line. The green is guarded in the way that you have to come in. So when you come in, you just want to miss the football but get into the basket
to score the touchdown. We'll see a lot of over-the-top plays on this hole as well.
Yeah.
So kind of take the gap out of play completely. That's
Oh,
not
that's
taking the
not
gap
any
out of
play that you want. And it just settles over there. It's going to be a tough scramble, too. Yeah, crashing in the top, you definitely want to come in with a forehand. The backhand crash in is a little bit more difficult with the trees being a little taller on the right. That right there is ideally what you want to do.
Very nicely done. Bobby pushing that forehand line as well, trickling a little further right. We'll see how obstructed his putt's going to look.
Mm-hmm.
And Andrew.
Let's see if Woody learned anything. He went a little wider out.
I like that, actually. Just fights through beautifully. Part job. More rocks there, as you can see, that just beat up your disc.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he hits a tree coming out.
Yeah, punches through a bit there. Bobby there on a knee with a low ceiling.
Ooh.
He has been all over these baskets all round. Levi
on another knee. Oh, wow. The same exact miss.
This the tie here for Evan with one hole left.
Yes.
And he secures the birdie. Big putt there. Par cleanup there for Bobby. Levi will have this left for his par. Oh, bogey. Oh, that's right. He hit the tree coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-stroke swing there. Oh, that is big.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that tree hit there. And a great birdie there off a nice drive from Woody. So just like that, Evan Cole with a 1-stroke lead heading into our final hole. Our finishing hole here, hole number 20 on the course, par 5 at 857 feet. This one is about as wide open as you're going to get off the tee here. This is our Rivassery Rangefinders, a long drive hole. Get anything out as far as you can here. Your second shot doesn't necessarily have to come through this gap here, but that is ideally how they want you to play it. You'll also see over the top shots to get you into this wide open green here. But you get to open up and rip one here on hole 20. Evan putting some good angle on that over to the right-hand side, but staying well in the middle of the fairway.
And that's ideally what you need to do off the drive. You're tempted to try to throw as far as you can, but it really doesn't give you that much of an advantage. You're still going to have a second shot.
Yeah. There's also, for some reason, always a headwind on this hole. We did some filming out here the day before when they were playing some of their team rounds and the individual rounds, and it was a headwind then as well. Oh, that's flipped a bit much there.
That may be fine. I stayed in the short grass, or the short or grass.
Yeah. Some tilt to that one as well. Finishing over, cuts back over towards the middle of the fairway there. So it looks like Bobby will be first to act. Footing here is tricky. This is still, it's still private land. Like they did the best to kind of cut all this stuff here, but you got like gopher holes and stuff in the fairway. That one drifts off to the left-hand side of the gap.
You have that one little baby tree that's planted out there, which kind of, it really helps you line up the gap.
Yeah.
Because that is directly a line of sight through the gap to the basket. Because otherwise, just being out in the field and right now they have the advantage of having flags lining up the gap, but without that, it's just confusing.
Yeah.
Perspective wise,
very
that's
good
perfect.
shot.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the gap there.
Even Rich likes it.
This one pushing farther to the right.
Right.
There's another gap back there on the right-hand side. Which if you hadn't played the course before, you could be fooled into thinking that that's where your second shot should land.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little floaty flexing forehand approach there.
It's going to leave a little meat on that putt, though. But it's a
Floaty
wide
flexing
open
forehand.
putt.
Floaty flexing forehand. It's alliteration right there.
Now it's going to fade out.
A floating flexing forehand falls out. Or, sorry.
Fading out of the flight fastly.
Evan. Oh, get in.
Ooh.
Very
yeah.
nice shot there.
So that putt's going to be a exclamation point on the win is what he's going to try to do.
Hopefully so. Bobby clips a little limb coming out. Shorts maybe an extra 15 feet off of his drive or off of his shot there. Long jump bid.
Yep.
Andrew
Woody here. Oh, touches the metal. Oh.
A little short there for Levi. And the birdie putt here for Evan to secure the win.
And there it
Pops it
is.
in. Talk about a roller coaster round, man.
I never got the par one from him.
He never got a par? Oh my gosh. All birdies or bogeys. What a finish. 3 birdies to close it out.
Yeah.
Belair cleaning up for the par there. And Andrew finishing 5 under.
And Levi making the push, ending with a par.
All right, everybody, I present to you Dynamic Discs Mid-Atlantic Regional Qualifier Champion Evan Cole. Let's go, Evan.
Nicely done, Evan. What a roller coaster, as we said. Only 2 colors on that scorecard the entire round. That was a lot of fun to see. So there you have it, the singles round. Evan Cole coming out on top.
And it looks like Carter from the chase car coming in to top Levi, getting second place, leaving Levi in third, Andrew Woody in fourth, Evan Owens in fifth.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Again, a big thank you to everybody that made this possible. Really fun coming out here to Shawmut Disc Golf Depot.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fun. If you're ever in this area, check them out on UDisc. Should be able to come out here and play this course. A lot of fun. We've got more action coming your way from this course and from this event, as we've still got the team doubles format to bring you from this event. Big shout out to our Patreon community. We appreciate you guys checking out all the action. We'll see you back here for more action from the Mid-Atlantic Regional Qualifiers.